President Trump is lashing out at Pope Leo. He called the Pope weak for his calls for the U.S. to end the war with Iran. The Pope responded saying he has no fear of the White House or about speaking out. As ABC's Rena Roy reports, an AI-generated image that the president posted online is also drawing some criticism from Catholics.
On board a plane to Algeria today, Pope Leo, the first American pope, responding to comments from President Trump, who called him weak.
I have no fear of neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel. And that's what I believe I am called to do, what the church is called to do.
President Trump making the comments on Truth Social, saying, "I don't want a pope who thinks it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon, and I don't want a pope who criticizes the president of the United States." The president later posting without comment this AI-generated image of himself depicted as Jesus Christ dressed in biblical robes and placing a hand on the forehead of a man in a hospital bed. More than 13 hours later, the post was deleted. The White House did not immediately respond to ABC News when asked to confirm if the president took it down. In recent weeks, the Pope has criticized the war in Iran and called for peace in the Middle East. Over the weekend, the Pope referring to the U.S. military offensive as a delusion of omnipotence. Today, the Pope adding this.
Too many innocent people are being killed, and I think someone has to stand up and say there's a better way to do this. I do not look at my role as being political or politician. I don't want to get into a debate with him.
Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuclear Iran. Pope Leo would not be happy with the end result.
Algeria is the Pope's first stop on this trip to 4 countries in Africa, saying the future belongs to men and women of peace.
A peace that is not merely an absence of conflict, but one that is an expression of justice and dignity.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Trump ally Bishop Robert Barron of Minnesota says the president owes the Pope an apology. The bishop called the comments inappropriate and disrespectful.